Welcome to a new series of Mordheim City of the Damned, Undead, When the Unnamed Dead. You're probably wondering why it's a new series, and the reason for that is because yesterday I was doing some testing with another warband and the game kind of froze on me, so I had to force it closed via the task manager. And when I booted up today to start recording a new session, I realized that I had 2 saves for my testing warband and no save for our Unnamed Dead warband. There's no way to get it back, so what we're going to do is we're going to continue with these characters but start again from rank 0. I'm not done with these characters and I'm hoping to get them to rank 10. One advantage I think is that the quality of the video and audio has improved, and rendering problems etc. have at least improved, if not been resolved completely. And now maybe I can be a bit more consistent in this new series. So let's start off in episode 1 and pick a mission. First up we have Visions of Dread. It's a mark for death. It's normal difficulty and we have poor and average rewards. Next we have Pillagers, normal difficulty, Wordstone Rush, poor and poor. And Horrors of Mordheim, normal, Wordstone Rush, average and very poor. And we're going to go for this one, so let's launch and deploy.
Small groups of enemy warriors have been discovered across the area, scattered in flight. Before they can regroup, you break your warband into 3 patrols to intercept and engage your disorganized rivals.
Okay, so we're going to be split up, which is something I don't like, but let's see what we have available in terms of deployment spots. So all of the Wordstone is in one spot up there. We got near a cart, we got one set over here, and where is the other deployment zone? Is it down here? Okay, no. Here it is over here. Okay. So I think what we're not going to use that spot over there. What we're going to do is maybe deploy most of our guys here at the cart, and then head towards this Wordstone here, and then one person is going to have to go over here. So I think we're going to put Wambram there, and he can maybe come along and meet the guys. So if we do that, because the Wordstone is all in one area, it means that the enemy are going to be heading there as well. But let's start getting our guys deployed. So Wambram we need to put over in the other location. So here should be, yeah, here should be fine. Let's put him there. Axel, we need to keep the forward slots for the zombies. So we're going to be heading straight down there. Wambram will come up that road there and take a right, and we're going to maybe meet around that area there where the steps are. So let's get the rest of our guys deployed. So Axel can go there and leave the 2 forward spots for the zombies, and there we go. Now let's get moving with Mammy's boy. So we need to go we can't go across that way, so we're gonna have to find an alternate way around. So it's not gonna be as straightforward as maybe we thought at the start. But over there where you saw the steps is probably still where we're gonna meet up. So let's get this blue pill back and cut through the buildings here. Okay, and we can't go that way either. Okay, so we're probably going to have to find some way up onto the next level. So for now, yeah, we're gonna have to get ourselves up there and then head down towards the Wordstone there. And the guys can come around the building, so kind of go a shorter way than Mammy's Boy did. But let's put down some poison just in case there are any enemies deployed over this area. Let's put it on ourselves so that Axel doesn't get poisoned when he comes along this way. And take an ambush stance. Next up we got Wambram. So he needs to be heading forward a bit and to the right, I think. Let's check our map. Yeah, so the stairs are up this way a bit. We can go through there if we want, but we want to maybe get down a bit further on. So yeah, this corner here, we go around. So we could drop down there, but we're a bit early compared to everyone else. So I don't like the idea of going down and Wambram being isolated. So let's stay up here and take an ambush stance here and make our way down next round. Okay, so Axel is going to have to make his way around. So it looks like that's a way up there beside that eye thing on the wall. So I think we're all going to be heading for that. Okay, I just cut out one of their guys' goals, so let's get Caven moving. As usual, ambling along at a zombie pace, so he's not getting very far. And his buddy Cliff is going to amble after him. And at least he's within sight of the others.
A new round has started.
Okay, so we're back. I just cut out there are 4 guys you can see at the end of the initiative track there. So let's see. Let's have a look over. Okay, so we need to, I think, actually back up and go up that way. That's still going to be the best way for us. So let's get our blue pills back. There's no alternate way up, it looks like. So let's get up here. Okay, or let's fall. Okay, so let's try that again. Okay, that's good. Now we've got a little bit more movement, so let's move up a bit. I think maybe down there is going to be where all the fighting is going to happen as well, because near the Wordstone. But for now, we don't want anybody coming to surprise us, so let's put down a poison globe. If we put it there, it means anybody coming from that direction will hit, and it also means that Axel doesn't have to worry about it. Let's take an ambush. Now Wambram. So there's still a long way between Wambram and the guys. So he wants to be heading towards them rather than towards the wordstone, at least for now. Although that big clump of wordstone is very tempting. Hang on. Okay, jump down. There we go. Although the big clump of wordstone is very tempting, we need to stick with the rest of our warband, or at least meet up with the rest of our warband and approach it together. So let's get ourselves down here. And there's Mommy's boy down there. And let's take an ambush. Next up we got Axel, who's going to make his way towards Mommy's boy and Wham-Bram. So up we go. Okay, good successful climb there. Now let's move up a bit and take an ambush stance. Cliff is going to begin making his way over at his usual zombie pace. Okay, so I think an ambush stance here should be fine. I don't think we see anyone on the map. No, we don't so far. Okay, so let's take our ambush. Cave-In is going to follow his buddy as always. Now I don't want them right behind, so let's see if we can get up here to save a little bit of movement. Okay, that's fine. And take an ambush.
A new round has started.
And here we are, new round. I cut out the movement of their 5 guys at the end of the initiative ladder. But as you can see, they did pick up 1 piece of wordstone. So there's at least 1 person down this way where the wordstone is. So it makes sense for us to put down some poison to welcome them when they do come this way. Now what I want to do as well is there's a stairs there on the right, so I want to make sure that anybody coming up there, we're going to get hit by poison as well. So that's a good spot there. And Mommy's boy, we don't want to be the first, like last mission, to get engaged, so we're going to move back a little bit and take an ambush. Now Wham-Bram, we can go down and have a look just who's down there. So we spotted 3 of them now. So let's see who's actually at the wordstone. So there's 2 guys over there by the wordstone. I can see there's a nice big cluster there, but with the enemy warband guarding it, we can't really go in and nab it. So we're gonna backtrack. We obviously want to be on this side of the poison, so they have to come through it to engage us. Now I'm not sure here whether I should take a parry stance or maybe an ambush and catch them just as they come out of the poison, but I don't want to ambush into the poison. I want them to have to come through that one there. So we're going to take a parry stance here and try to tempt them to come and attack us. Axel now is going to continue making his way up. So by the time the enemy arrive, he should be in position. So let's see what this first guy does. So he's actually down there. So he's the 3rd guy we saw. Okay, so let's get Cave-In up the wall. Okay, good, nice success. And then, so our zombies are probably 3 more rounds away from being able to help us. Okay, let's get Cliff up as well. Okay, so we fell. And I said this before, I really don't like that you can see on the overlay that he's failed or passed the test before you actually see it happen on the screen. I'd like that to be maybe delayed a bit so that you just get it as confirmation afterwards. Okay, so I cut out 2 of their turns, but the action should be starting now. Yeah, here's this guy coming. Luckily he didn't have enough movement to get to us, but he did have enough movement to poison himself, which is good. Now let's see what this next guy does, who I believe is their leader. So he's picking up Wordstone, we can see there. So that might be something we can nab off him. Now here he comes, and he poisoned himself, failed his terror test, but he still hit us for a good amount there, 43. Okay, let's hit him back, or let's miss him back.
A new round has started.
Okay, so let's get some more poison on these guys. Okay, make sure we hit both of them. We want to leave some space as well for Axel to be able to engage there on the right hand side. So I think that should be just enough. Now normally I wouldn't engage with Mommy's boy, but I want this guy to have to do an all alone test. So we're going to, I think, get Mommy's boy in there on the left and have a swing in at him. Okay, so 12 damage is not much, but it all adds up. Now let's take a dodge stance. Wham Bram can continue swinging in at him. Okay, 21, good. And how about our second swing? Okay, not so much damage there, but 2 hits, we can't really complain about that. And we're going to take a dodge stance. Now we do need to plug the gap here on the right hand side, so that's what Axel is going to do. Hopefully we don't actually poison him. I think he should have enough room to get on there without being poisoned, so let's do that. And let's swing on this guy. Okay, good hit, 23. And we can take a dodge stance. So far things are working out well for us. We've still got our zombies to come, and they're still a few rounds away from being evolved, but there are no spaces at the moment for them to attack anyway, so maybe they can be the reserve unit. Let's take a ambush stance. Okay, so here comes this guy. Oh, he's actually coming on this side. Well, if he didn't fall down, and then he ran away, so not sure what he's doing. Maybe he's embarrassed by falling on his ass, and he decided to just run in case there were any cameras around or something. Oh, so that guy's out of action. That's great for us. Poison, the MVP for us at the moment, I think. Oh, but Mommy's boy, who's giving out the poison, got a good whack there.
A new round has started.
Now we have a chance to swing in for a little bit of revenge, but first we're going to poison this guy again. We don't want to hit Axel, so we're going to put it over here near the wall. Okay, so that should get anybody coming up the steps as well. And then we can swing in. Okay, so dodge fail, good for us, and 20 is a good amount of damage with a dagger. Wham Bram now, he can't get on there, so I think he's going to have to maybe go around to the other side. So let's see, there's that guy who didn't get up the wall, so he's over there. I think our zombies can maybe take him out. And then we don't see anyone else, so I think it's okay for maybe for Wambram to make his way around, but I'm not sure if he can actually do it. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, we can't get in on that side. Okay, let's try and wiggle our way through. Okay, not working, so I think we are going to have to wait for Axel to get out of the way. So let's delay and let Axel move in. Now we've got Axel, so we probably should have moved Wambram back a little bit to allow Axel to get right on the edge there. So that was a little bit of a mistake. We could go in here, and we also have a charge available on this guy. But the problem is, if we charge or just engage there, Wambram can't actually get involved in the fight. We're going to be blocking him again. So although we don't want to be poisoned, we have to do it, and we're going to attack from here. And now let's take a dodge stance. Now let's see, that guy made it up this time. Our zombies aren't there to protect us, so let's see what happens. Okay, so he got himself poisoned, and he swung at Axel. Okay, so not a good start with Cave in there. We're still a couple, well, at least a round away from getting into the fight. Let's get Wambram involved here though. So I think the best thing to do is to focus on this guy. Okay, so we cannot possibly take him out now with our second swing. Okay, there we go. So he's out of action. That's good for us. Now let's have a look to see what he's got. So he's got 3 pieces of wordstone, including one cluster.
Updated.
So that's a nice piece of loot for us. Now, can I get in right here? Okay, so I can loot this other guy as well. He's only got a fragment, but that's 4 pieces of wordstone for us. Now let's take a dodge here. That guy's gonna have to do an all alone check. Let's move Cliff. Okay, so again, our zombies, their movement is kind of keeping them out of the fight for now anyway. So here's another guy. He's taking an ambush stance down there. So he's 1 turn away. Okay, we can get Mammy's boy out of the danger zone, and we can put down some poison. This will get the guy when he comes up the stairs as well, hopefully. And now Mammy's boy isn't looking too healthy, so we're gonna move him over here and I think just take an ambush. Okay, let's swing in with Wambram. Okay, that's good. We're getting this guy down to the point where poison might take him out as well. Yeah, so unless Axel does the job, the poison will finish him off. Okay, so Axel has his own poison problems at the moment, but let's take that guy out. That's good for us. And let's see what he has. So he's only got a great flail, so nothing we really want. Oh, bit of a mistake getting repoisoned there. Let's move Axel down towards the wordstone and grab some of this for ourselves.
Objectives updated.
Okay, so let's get the shard.
Updated.
And then the final fragment.
Objectives updated.
Now, although the objectives are being updated, I don't think we're going to get the optional objective because they're probably going to route before we get another 5 pieces of wordstone. Let's move up here. We don't need to worry about the poison, which is good. We're going to... I want to see exactly where that guy down there is. So what I want to do is he's going to come up the steps and I want to catch him, but I don't want to see if I ambush like that. I think we're only going to get one guy against him, so I don't think we're going to do that. Let's move a bit forward instead. Okay, and let's try from here. Okay, this is a bit better. He'll come out a bit more, but let's move slightly forward again, and this should give us a good angle. Yeah, so that should be good. So if he does come up, we should be able to get a couple of guys into the fight. Now let's move Cave In up to support his buddy. Okay, and if we take an ambush here, we might kind of defeat the purpose of the ambush we just laid. So instead we're just going to end turn, and they failed their route test. That's great for us. So that does bring us to the end of this video. If you'd like to be informed when new episodes become available, please subscribe. If you have enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, and if you want to chat, please leave a comment below. I really hope to see all of you next time. Goodbye.